I distanced myself from God's presence for 2 months. For many, that might be a short time, but for me it was the difference between life and death, where I almost lost my life. Since childhood, I've had epileptic seizures, and from my first year of life until my teenage years, I suffered from them. My mother and my family, as always, were searching for resources. We sought help from everything you can imagine. We sought help from folk healers, religions, but nothing worked. My mother even went so far as to make promises that, unfortunately, did not come true. I was taking various types of medication, black label pills, phenobarbital, diazepam, in short, medications that only alleviated but did not solve the problem. That's when I arrived through an invitation at the Universal Church. For some time, I went to the meetings because I arrived in that explosion of faith. I liked it, I loved the work, and as the days went by, I continued going, participating in the prayer chains, seeking help, going to the Wednesday and Sunday meetings. But in the middle of this journey, I ended up looking where I shouldn't have looked. I stopped going to church because of something I heard from friends. I ended up abandoning my faith, abandoning my God, and went back to the world. I was away from God's presence for 2 months. What was the result? My illness worsened. I ended up having worse crises than I already had. And during the last crisis, I ended up in the hospital. The doctor said there was no hope for me, that I had very nearly died. And on that day, I remember it like it was yesterday, there in the hospital corridor, I looked up and said a prayer, a sincere prayer. In that prayer, I told God, "Look, if you give me one more chance, however small that chance may be, when I leave here, I will embrace this faith like never before." And He heard my prayer. He gave me another opportunity. Today I returned to tell the whole truth. I was dying of longing for my Father, for my brothers. I returned to the church. I returned to the faith. I threw myself wholeheartedly into it. I began to seek what had made me leave God's presence, which was the lack of the Holy Spirit, because it was shown to me that what was missing was the Holy Spirit in my life. On a certain Wednesday, while I was seeking the Holy Spirit, I remember to this day how it was. The pastor had spoken in the sermon, saying that what father, if his son asks him for bread, would give him a stone? Or what father, if his son asks for a fish, would give him a snake? I said to God, "Look, how can I call you my son if I don't know you? If I haven't had this experience that the pastor has, that the assistants have, if the Lord really wants me here today, then I want to know you, not just by hearsay." And it was on that Wednesday that my baptism with the Holy Spirit took place. And from then on, much greater struggles came than at the beginning, but they made me persevere until today. Struggles came, battles came, but I know where He took me from, and I know who I am today. Today I have a new life, Today he gave me a family. I have a family today. I have my wife. I have peace. I have his spirit within me. Today I have a blessed home. Today God gave me the opportunity to serve him. Today we have our own business, which is nothing without his spirit within me. Everything I received is nothing compared to what he gave me, which is the Holy Spirit. And in the same way that he gave me and gave me the opportunity to glorify him, he wants to do that for you. And I can tell you who are suddenly listening to me now, seeing me at this moment, that if you have strayed for a short period of time, or perhaps you have been away for many years, that there is a way out for you, that there is a solution for you. In the same way that he looked at me and gave me a chance, he is giving you one now. Suddenly you are in your home and you thought that he no longer looked at you, that he had forgotten you, but I tell you, madam and sir, that he is looking at you and he wants to take you out. He wants you to return to his arms, just like a father who misses his son and misses you. He wants to see you again by his side. Do it the same way I did, and your life will have a new story to tell, just like I'm telling mine today. You will also tell your story.